So, little backstory, but I was editing this video earlier and it was going to be twice the size, but then TikTok decided to delete itself. So, as much as I said in the post that, hey, I can't do this video to this week, I've decided I'm going to try and do half the video now and at least give you something to watch, because I'm stubborn and determined and motivated to get something done at least, at the expense of my own time. Yeah. Cheers, TikTok. Cheers. Anyways, let's get on with the video. So how are we doing, everybody? My name is Tethysaurus Yorkshire, your Mosasaur, Prince of Steel, who is slightly irritated, but we'll try and concentrate on the video. And this time we're going to do the genus Globidens in the Mosasaur common name series. Now, why is that? Well, because I was originally going to do the Globidensini along with the Crinodensini, but we know the backstory. But anyways, let's just get straight into it with our first Globidens species, and it is Globidens dakotaensis from the lower to middle campaign of the PHL in South Dakota. Now, this animal was about 5 to 6 meters in length, so nice medium-sized mosasaur. Obviously, Globidens is known for its mushroom or sort of chestnut-looking teeth used for cracking up ammonites and oysters, and maybe the occasional turtle. You never know. Lovely and crunchy. So, for the common name of Globidens, I've gone for giant crusher lizard because I want to disparage it from other small crushing little mosasaurs. You get my drift? You get my drift? We hope we don't want them to drift ashore. That'd be bad for them. But anyways, because dakotaensis is from Dakota and the Dakotas are in a Midwestern area of the United States, I've gone for Midwestern giant crusher lizard. Simple enough. Yeah? Happy with that? I am. Kind of. Sweet home Alabamaensis, that's right, it's Globidens alabamaensis from the middle campaign of the Selma chalk in Alabama and Mississippi. Around the same size as dakotaensis, but obviously lives in a different place and has different skull and teeth features that differentiate it from dakotaensis. So this guy, because he lived in the southwestern area, we all know where I'm going with this, he's the southwestern giant crusher lizard, probably biogeographically distributed differently or separated from Globidens giganteus, Globidens dakotaensis. That'd be a cool species. But anyways, yeah, so that's that particular species of Globidens, and we'll get on to the next one, which because Sweet Home Alabama, we all know what's going on there. I suppose it's going to be a funny name. So Globidens screwmanny, that's a youth thing, isn't it? I don't know my youth stuff. So from the upper campaign, the PHL in South Dakota, so actually probably a direct descendant of dakotaensis, possibly. Not too sure on that. Around the same size as dakotaensis and alabamaensis. But interestingly, I think it's the holotype was actually found alongside the Missouri River. So I've gone for Missouri River giant crusher lizard. I was tempted to try and make it another name, but I thought Missouri River would actually be really good. Now, it doesn't mean it lived in Missouri, but I mean, it was covered by ocean by then, so possibly, yeah. But Missouri River, I like that one. Yeah, do we like that one? Good, because hopefully it should stay in the video as long as the video is. Now, the last two Globidens species we're going to do for this video, now they actually seem to live together in some circumstances. So the first one we're going to cover is Globidens phosphaticus from the Maastrichtian of Morocco, Angola, and possibly Brazil. So this was a widely distributed species of Globidens, probably the most widely distributed of all the species, unless some other fossils come up and be like, hey, they're actually another species that are widely distributed. But anyways, phosphaticus. So phosphaticus, around the same size as the other species. Now, because he's sort of more distributed in the southern hemisphere, I was going to go with southern hemisphere giant crusher lizard, but I thought it'd be better just to go with southern giant crusher lizard because, you know, shortens the name a bit, makes it more concise, you know, it's pretty good. So yeah, for phosphaticus, I was going to go with the phosphatic one, but I didn't think that would be a really good name. I hope that name's pretty good. Yeah, is it good? Yeah, cool. Now, ironically, for Globidens simplex from the upper Maastrichtian of the Moroccan phosphate in Morocco, which I believe is roughly where it's only found, but then again we could have teeth from everywhere elsewhere. Who knows at this point? This animal, yeah, it's got a pretty simple name. It's the Moroccan giant crusher lizard. Now, again, it could be that it's distributed across a whole range, in which case we might have to go with something else, like the cone tooth or something like that. But for this animal, I've gone for Moroccan giant crusher lizard because whilst it did share an environment with Globidens phosphaticus, particularly Morocco, it's unknown if it had a wider distribution. Therefore, I want to distinguish it from Phosphaticus by giving Phosphaticus a sort of broader geographical name rather than just a localized one like with Simplex. So yeah, that's why I've gone with Simplex. Globidens is a very weird genus. It's kind of in a prognathodon situation-ish at the moment, but we'll not go into that. But anyways, guys, so unfortunately this is one half of the video I was originally going to do tonight, but I'm just going to do this half. Hope you enjoyed this video. Next week we're going to carry on with the Coridensini and another species in there, but I'll not talk about that yet. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're having a good night, because I surely was until this. But anyways, I'll see you later. Take care, sons. Ta-ra. Bye.